Welcome to the Best Employee Podcast. This podcast is a great resource for anyone looking to improve their work skills. This episode is titled, Jobs Near Me, How to Keep Them. In this episode, we're going to highlight how to keep a job, arrive on time, every time, the basics, and holding down a job in the age of robots. Let's get started. How to keep a job. Are you gainfully employed? If not, you're probably looking for ways to improve your chances of holding a job. After all, earning a living is essential to being able to pay your bills and support your family. Fortunately, there are a few things you can do to increase your chances of being employed. First, make sure you have the skills and experience required to do the job you're applying for. If you don't have the necessary qualifications, try to get them by taking courses or getting training from a professional organization. It is important to be clear about what you want from your career. What are your goals and objectives? What are your strengths and weaknesses? Once you have a good understanding of your own career goals, it will be easier to find a job that is a good fit for you. In order to be gainfully employed, you need to be holding a job. In order to hold a job, you need to show up and do the work that is required of you. That may seem like a no-brainer, but you would be surprised how many people fail to do just that. If you want to keep your job, you need to be punctual, professional, and polite. You also need to have a good work ethic and be willing to go above and beyond what is asked of you. If you can do all those things, then you will be well on your way to keeping your job and earning a great living. Let's talk about dress for success. First impressions matter, so it's important to dress the part. That doesn't mean you need to spend a lot of money on designer clothes, but you should look neat, clean, and put together. Be sure to dress appropriately for your job interview. First impressions are important, and you want to make sure you look like someone who would be a great fit for a company. Even if you're just going in for an entry-level position, it's important to look neat and professional. Arrive on time. This should be obvious, but it's important to arrive on time or early for your shift. If you're consistently late, your employer will start to question your commitment to the job. Maintain a positive attitude. One of the most important things you can do is maintaining a positive attitude. No one wants to work with someone who is always complaining or has a negative outlook on life. If you can remain upbeat and enthusiastic, even when the job is tough, you'll be more likely to keep your job. You need to be positive and enthusiastic about your work. This will help you keep your job because your employer will see that you are passionate about your work and that you are an asset to the company. Maintain a positive attitude and be passionate about your work, and you'll keep a job. It is essential to stay up to date on the latest industry trends. Read trade publications and attend industry conferences to gain insights into what employers are looking for. Be prepared to answer questions about your past job experiences. An interviewer will want to know what you've done in the past and how it would help you in your new position. Be honest about your work history, but be sure to emphasize any positive aspects of your previous job. Network. Get connected with people in your field and attend networking events, attend job fairs, and meet with recruiters. The more people you know, the better your chances of finding a job that is a right fit for you. And finally, don't be afraid to ask questions about the job you're interviewing for. Now here's some more helpful tips to remember. Dress for success. Arrive on time every time. Make a good first impression. Stay positive and be a team player. Don't gossip or complain about your job. Take the initiative and be proactive. Be respectful to your boss and coworkers. Finish what you start. Be prepared. Stay focused. Maintain a positive attitude. Learn new things and keep up with changes in your industry. Network with other professionals. Pay attention in meetings and take notes. Offer to help out on your team. Know your company policies and follow them. Ask for feedback and improve upon your weaknesses. And stay organized. After our commercial break, we'll be highlighting arrive on time every time, the basics. Here to help you meet your high standards for health and wellness is the Walgreens brand. With over 2,000 products, Walgreens vigorously tests each one to ensure it meets their high-quality standards. Then Walgreens puts them to the test in the real world by you. And if that's not enough, Walgreens offers same-day delivery so you can get your hands on those products as soon as possible. Walgreens, here to meet your high standards for health and wellness. Welcome back. Arrive on time, every time, the basics. In a world of gainfully employed adults, being on time is extremely important if you want to hold a job and keep earning a living. If you're late, it's not that you're inconveniencing yourself. You also throw off the whole rhythm of the workplace, and that can reflect poorly on you as an employee. You're gainfully employed because someone saw fit to hire you and pay you a salary or hourly wage in exchange for your labor. They believe that you have the skills needed to do the job they're paying you to do. And part of those skills include being able to show up on time, ready to work. Being gainfully employed and holding a job are not the same thing. Anyone can have a job, but to be gainfully employed, you must also be productive, achieving goals and objectives, and be compensated monetarily for your efforts. In other words, you must be employed in order to earn a living. Arriving on time every time is a basic professional courtesy. When it comes to being punctual, there are a few basics that everyone should follow. First, it's important to plan ahead and give yourself enough time to get where you're going. This means leaving early enough to avoid traffic or building in some extra time in case something unexpected comes up. Easy ways to make sure you're always on time include setting multiple alarms, keeping a spare key at work, and planning your route the night before. It may seem like basic advice, but being punctual is essential if you want to be employed. And being employed is essential if you want to pay your bills. So do what it takes to make sure you arrive on time every time. Second, create a morning routine that will help you get out the door on time. This might include setting your alarm a little earlier than usual, laying out your clothes the night before, or packing bags the night before. And finally, be aware of any potential roadblocks that could keep you from arriving on time. This might include knowing the best routes to take, being aware of construction areas, or making sure you have enough gas in your car. Here's a recap of some helpful suggestions. Plan ahead. Create a morning routine. Leave early enough to avoid traffic. Allow for extra time if you're unfamiliar with the area. Pay attention to the clock and keep track of your time. Make a schedule and stick to it. If something comes up, let your boss know as soon as possible. Avoid distractions while driving or at work. Stay calm under pressure. Take care of unexpected emergencies. Follow the rules of the road. And park in a legal spot. By following these simple tips, you can make sure you arrive on time every time. Make sure to stick around so you don't miss holding down a job in the age of robots. Starbucks Coffee Company is the leading retailer, roaster, and brand of specialty coffee in the world. Starbucks sells drip brewed coffee, espresso-based hot drinks, and other hot cold drinks, snacks, and items such as mugs and tumblers through customer-operated stores. Today you can find Starbucks coffee at a grocery store near you or enjoy one of their many signature drinks in their many comfortable cafes. Starbucks is proud to serve their customers delicious coffee that's roasted with precision. Starbucks' goal is to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one person, one cup, and one neighborhood at a time. Starbucks Coffee. Visit one near you. Welcome back. Holding down a job in the age of robots. As technology continues to evolve, many people are wondering if their jobs will be replaced by robots. While it's true that some jobs are at risk of automation, there are still many ways for people to stay gainfully employed. For instance, those who are comfortable with computers and are able to learn new software quickly will be in high demand. Additionally, more and more businesses rely on technology. Those who are involved in developing and advancing these technologies will be in great demand as well. While some jobs may be lost to automation, others will be created in its wake. Jobs in the fields such as programming, maintenance, and repair will become more important as robots become more prevalent. As long as you are willing to adapt to the ever-changing world of work, you should be able to find gainful employment. Whether you're working in a traditional office setting or operating a robotic arm in a factory, holding down a job in the age of robots is still possible. So long as you are willing to work hard and learn new skills, you can earn a living in the robot age. Thank you for listening to Jobs Near Me, How to Keep Them. I appreciate your time and I hope that you found the information helpful. In today's competitive job market, it is more important than ever to find ways to improve your performance at work. By taking the initiative to learn new skills and develop your abilities, you can make yourself a highly sought-after employee who is beneficial to work with. With a little effort, you can transform yourself into the kind of employee that any organization will be glad to have on their team. Thanks again for listening, and best of luck in your career.